Friends, Hari Prasad is back with another lecture on soft skills. Topic is e-learning, electronic learning. It is one of the soft skills. Soft skills are personal and interpersonal behaviors that develop and maximize human performance, such as coaching, team building, decision making, etc. What are the soft skills? They are the personal, interpersonal behaviors. They develop and maximize human performance, such as coaching, team building, decision making, etc. E-learning refers to instructional content enabled by computer-based technology. If man teaching, that is regular teaching. If computer teaching, that is e-learning. E-learning is instructional content enabled by computer-based technology. In e-learning, electronic learning, students rarely meet face-to-face because they study online. Soft skills can be learned, developed by e-learning. By e-learning, soft skills also can be learned. 4 factors in using e-learning. I am giving you 4 factors. Factor 1, improving learning efficiency. 2, extending global reach. 3, maximizing impact and integration. 4, responding to demand. Benefits of e-learning for organizations and individuals. What are the benefits of e-learning? 1, improved performance. Higher education students in online learning generally performed better than those in face-to-face setup. In higher education, e-learning works more than face-to-face learning. Online students better performed in higher education through e-learning. Number 2, increased access. Instructors of the highest caliber can share their knowledge across boundaries. The expert may be in America or England or Japan or Switzerland, wherever. His expertise can be had by us through e-learning. 3, convenience and flexibility to learners. E-learning at your own pace you can study. It is convenient to you, flexible to you for learning. E-learning is self-paced. It is self-paced learning, e-learning. Learning sessions available 24/7. Anytime you can learn. Basic internet access, audio and video capabilities are common requirements. Internet access required, audio video capabilities required for e-learning. Approaches to e-learning services. E-learning services had evolved since computers were first used in education. Trend is to move towards blended learning services. Now the trend is not just oral learning in the classroom. Blended learning services. That is a trend now in learning. Internet for teaching and learning. Internet is being used now for teaching and learning. PowerPoint slides, LMS, learning management system. Hybrid learning. Hybrid learning is putting all inputs together is known as hybrid learning. Online learning, computer-based learning, all these are more or less same only. Computer-based learning refers to the use of computers as a key component of educational environment. Computer-based learning. Computer-based training is a good alternative to printed learning materials. Computer-based training is low cost once the initial development is completed. Computer-supported collaborative learning. It is one of the most promising innovations to improve teaching and learning with the help of modern information and communication technology. Technology issues. E-learning is naturally suited to distance learning and flexible learning, and also can be used with face-to-face teaching, which is called blended learning. Face-to-face learning, distance learning, e-learning, flexible learning, all put together is known as blended learning. We already knew it. E-learning is cost-effective online training. Recent trend in e-learning sector. E-learning sector is screencasting. Web-based screencasting tools allow the listener users screencasts directly from their browser and make the video available online to the viewer to stream the video directly. Communication technologies used in e-learning. Communication technologies are categorized as asynchronous or synchronous. Asynchronous activities use technologies such as blogs, wikis, and discussion boards. The idea here is that participants engage in the exchange of information without the dependency of other participants' involvement at the same time. Example, email. Email is asynchronous in that mail can be sent or received without having both participants' involvement at the same time. That is asynchronous. Then what is synchronous? Let us see. Then synchronous activities. Asynchronous means both parties at the time of message, at the time of communication need not be present. Then synchronous activities involve the exchange of ideas, information with participants during the same period of time. When the activity is going on, communication is going on, both parties are to be present. That is synchronous activity. Asynchronous activity means the other party need not present, we can send. That is asynchronous activity. For example, sending a message through WhatsApp or normal message, no? So that is not synchronous, that is asynchronous. We send whenever he wants, he can see that. Example, face-to-face discussion is synchronous activity. Online chat sessions, that is synchronous activity. Virtual classroom, that is synchronous activity. Here you are teaching, students are somewhere at a hander, that is synchronous activity. Meeting, that is synchronous activity. Synchronous activities occur with all participants joining at once. All should be there, participants should be there at the time of communication going on. That is synchronous activity. Learning Management System, LMS. LMS is also called Learning Content Management System, LCMS. LMS is a software for delivering, tracking, managing, training, education. LMS is there in ROSA, Andhra Pradesh, and in Higher Education Department in Andhra Pradesh. LMS is software for distributing courses over the internet and offers features for online collaboration. Learning Content Management System, that is LCMS, is a software for authoring, editing, and indexing learning content. Courses reusable in LCMS. LCMS may be solely dedicated to producing and publishing content that is hosted on an MIS, or it can host the content itself. Electronic Performance Support System is a computer-based system that improves worker productivity by providing on-the-job access to integrated information. Delivery of e-learning. Use of e-learning will continue to grow. E-learning delivered will be used for soft skills, hard skills learning. E-learning address both soft skills and hard skills. E-learning programs are developed externally. Organizations or colleges to determine which externally developed programs are of high quality and meet their learners' needs. E-learning is more effective when organizations or colleges use a learning portal or an LMS. Colleges may use a learning portal or an LMS. Some have both in place. Some have learning portal 1, LMS 1. Both some institutions have in place. Organizations predict the greatest increase in the use of web-based learning and electronic performance support system. Organizations may be colleges also. E-learning encompasses a wide range of learning formats. Currently, email 37%, telephone conference 18%, web-based learning 7% are the most commonly used delivery methods for developing soft skills. Web-based learning and EPSS, Electronic Performance Support System, will be used in future. E-learning effectiveness and barriers to e-learning. It can take years for e-learning programs to realize maximum effectiveness. E-learning effectiveness does increase one time. Presently, its use is on downside. Barriers to e-learning. Organizations or colleges encounter barriers that reduce the effectiveness of e-learning programs. Number 1. Concerns about content and use. Number 2. Technical challenges. Number 3. Low receptivity from learners. Number 4. Many organizations, colleges are not prepared to introduce and support e-learning. Impact of e-learning. Colleges experience various outcomes as a result of using e-learning technology. Outcome 1. E-learning promotes participation in learning activities. Organizations noted that a greater learning culture that began to develop as a result of introducing e-learning programs. Outcome 2. E-learning increases the need to demonstrate impact and ROI, return on investment, that is ROI. Initially, substantial investments in equipment and technical infrastructure required for e-learning. Outcome 3. E-learning reduces long-term cost for learners. Classroom-based courses cost more. E-learning courses cost less. 84% institutions opine e-learning is less than classroom delivery. Long-term costs for learner can be reduced by turning to e-learning. Outcome 4. E-learning can improve the quality of the learning experience. E-learning forced colleges to pay greater attention to the quality and content of the programs they used. Conclusion. Many institutions are running into barriers relating to use, acceptance, equipment, features and quality. E-learning cost savings come from longer term use and scale. E-learning cost savings come from longer term use and scale. E-learning landscape is constantly changing. We need more hard and objective research for e-learning. Before closing this lecture, I will give you 3 rules for success. 1. Trust your brain. 2. Trust yourself. 3. Trust Hari Prasad. You can become winner in life. Thank you. Carpe diem.
Run it. Thank you.